Everybody's afraid, obviously, that there won't be any jobs in the future. AI needs very close supervision, but let's make sure that we still develop people. Also in the hospitality industry, I mean, you need the human touch. I think
it's a people business.
Exactly.
So Martina, thanks for coming to have a conversation today about hospitality and AI and trends in the industry. You have a very long professional experience across 3 continents, as I just learned. Can you tell me what's happened in the industry? If you compare now to 5 years ago, what's the trends?
Yeah. I mean, there's a huge impact, obviously, everybody had with COVID. And the first thing I always think about is the immense cost increases we've experienced in the hospitality industry. So I think that was the biggest pressure everybody had who was in charge of hotel operation. Especially then when it came to the energy crisis, and if I look at the numbers now, I mean, we're still 75% higher in energy costs than before Corona.
Okay.
But also taking into consideration that we reduced energy consumption. So everywhere we could, we tried to reduce the consumption, which is obviously was good for sustainability. But still we are 75%. And if you look at the hotel potential results you can achieve and the energy costs that you have, it was in a substantial cost increase. So that I think kept us everybody really busy. What in my view changed a lot since that time is that we need to, but it's also a result of the cost pressure. So I think it enhanced that we thought about, okay, how can we make operation differently? How can we become more efficient? We were starting to think about digitalization. And now obviously the vast changing topic, which we will also discuss today, is AI. That totally changes again the landscape. Or the potentials we have for the hospitality industry. On the other hand, hotel rooms still looks the same. So not a lot of changes there, except of obviously this design. But I think in that sense, we still have the same product, but we need to revamp the way we do our business in order to survive.
You're also a long-standing member of our industry advisory board. We are very grateful to have you on the board. Can you tell us, what do you see in the advantage of the exchange between industry and university?
So first of all, I think it's extremely important to connect with university, because out of the universities we get our future employees. And I think it's a good way also to understand, okay, what are the needs of the industry, to exchange ideas, and also to see how can we support universities with content. Because that's what I always appreciated when I was sitting in that chair, to get industry input. And what I especially like is the diversity also of the board members, because they're all from different angles. So you also meet different stakeholders that influence the industry, very data-driven, tourism driven, and on the other side you have obviously the hotels that need to fulfill all the requirements of obviously tourists coming into town.
It's always a very interesting discussion also in the board. I learn a lot every time, and I'm very grateful we have those opportunities then for our students. So that's really great. What do you think, you already mentioned data and AI, what role does data play in the future?
I think it's a big role, and I think we are most likely not even using 10% of what we could use. There's so much data available nowadays that we could improve guest experience, we could improve efficiencies by using data differently. If you still look at a guest check-in today, and even in my view, not all the big brands are there yet, but it's also a lot with data protection, obviously. But it could be much more seamless.
Yeah.
The whole process. So if we would use more data, we could make the or enhance the guest experience. Don't keep them busy with things you know already.
Like
and
forms.
And I mean, everybody even if you're the third time sometimes in a hotel, you still need to provide the same data you've done over and over, or if you travel within a chain. So I think there's much more that can be done, and also understand the way somebody, a certain segment behaves. So to anticipate.
So from your response, I take that not all companies are there yet.
No.
So, and we know some are leaders in the industry, other lag behind. So from your response, I take that companies are also still learning what to do with all the data.
Yes.
Yeah,
for sure.
And if we look now at the guest side, and you mentioned the guests, they like the seamless experience and go somewhere they are already known and greeted with their name. What else do you think they are looking for? Experiences.
And I think there's a lot of, as I said, through behavior that you could get through, I don't know, how people travel within a city. And what is who's traveling? Is it a business traveler? Is it a family? Is it a couple? There can be a lot anticipated. And slowly also there are systems in place where you can pre-book certain experiences. But it's definitely more experience. People are looking for in general.
And can AI help us solve the problem?
Yes. They can, because I mean, what do you do if you do start a trip? You ask your search engine, is it Gemini or is it GPT? I'm planning a trip to, as I do just now, Vietnam, and I'm there with my 12-year-old daughter, and make me some suggestions for a 3 days trip in Ho Chi Minh City, for example. And I want some experiences. So whatever's, data can be found, and that's what we'll talk about later, how important it is to position also everybody who's in this chain needs to position themselves, and if you don't appear, you don't get the customer.
It's again findability, like with search engines.
But again, you get ideas. So I say, okay, there's so many things I can do. This is data we hadn't available a long time ago. You could buy a guide, in a bookstore, or you had, but you read a lot of reviews, you get suggestions, and you look for an ideal program. In that sense.
Definitely. And it helps also serve specific segments. Because by telling the AI who you are and what you like, you get those targeted
Exactly. And I mean, the way I behave is also transparent to everybody. So this data can be used.
Definitely. So this was now a use where we as travelers use AI to our advantage. Do you see other use cases where we can benefit from AI in the industry?
I think a lot is happening already. I mean, I think it's it's the basics. It's by starting implementing chatbots. I mean, there's Q&As that are, that repeat itself on a day-to-day basis, and you can easily answer a lot of questions with implementing chatbots. You can use them for trainings with your employees, or also for them, not only for the customer, but also internally to navigate. Is it operating standards? So there's a lot that can be done with AI to make an employee also more efficient. So they have then more time to focus on the customer. And if I go to a reception and there are 3 people and I just want to have a simple question and the chatbot can answer it immediately, sometimes it's just a direction, then, you don't need to wait, you don't get impatient. and you have useful time. So it's a win-win for everybody. It just needs to be thoughtfully implemented.
Exactly. Also in the back office, we will see a lot of processes re-engineered with AI.
Accounting, procurement, revenue management. I mean, there's so many areas where it is already in use.
Do you think employees are ready and engaging with AI enough, or do we need to support them?
No, I think it starts with your privacy. I mean, in everybody's private life, everybody starts using it. I think what's important is to give guidance. To see, to help them also when they navigate in the search engines to get valuable input.
Okay.
Because also you can get good answers and you can get bad answers, and we all know that usually those search engines are more giving you a favorable answer than a critical answer.
Yes.
So
definitely.
So you have to know how to work with it.
The quality of your prompt determines the outcome.
Exactly. And I think it's a lot of guidance, and that's, I think, what I'm missing sometimes, that everybody's trying out a lot of things, but there is not really, or it's in progress, let's put it that way. I mean, all companies are starting really to try to find out how they can use it the best. And so I think you can overdo it, but still you need to catch the people, because everybody wants to use it and they see the benefit out of it. But again, you cannot put company data.
No, you can't. And we would need to consolidate the best practices and share them to learn from each other as well. Could be an option within a company even.
And there's a lot of companies obviously now popping up, that want to sell their businesses. So you're like, okay, what's next? And every week you have something new coming up. So it's also a bit tricky, how to act properly. And I think it's good to take a bit of advice and make yourself a bit of a map, an implementation map. Where do I want to get and how do I want to get there?
I see. Okay. Is there any misconception you came across? You are in touch with a lot of industry players. Are there any misconceptions about AI in tourism or hospitality where you think, that we should get that right?
A misconception, I think, one, everybody's afraid, obviously, that there won't be any jobs in the future. I think that is a misconception, because I think AI needs very close supervision. But it's also a bit tricky, because last time I talked to a law firm, and they said, well, they're reducing now the younger students because they can use AI already for a lot. So I'm questioning myself, how will they ever get good employees if they don't start from scratch? So I think it's finding a good balance and see, okay, where can we use it, but let's make sure that we still develop people. So, because I think also in the hospitality industry, I mean, you need the human touch. I think
it's a people business.
Exactly. The mindset should always be, how can we lift efficiencies? And at the same time also, so that I have more customer time, but at the same time also reduce costs. To what I said in the beginning, we have cost increases. We need to get back to profitable business. So also using digitalization and AI to really optimize also your staff scheduling. So that you
simple tasks actually that are being automized. Interesting. And do you think, I mean, you've been working in property development, hotel development, luxury real estate. Does AI change the way we should think about future hotels? How we design spaces maybe?
I mean, there is a couple. As I said, the hotel room still looks the same, and I think it will will be the same for the future as well, because you need a bed, you need a toilet, you need a wash basin and a shower. But I think what really changes from the development process. Yeah, so there is a lot of market analysis where you can already support from AI to get to good data, which you still need to challenge, because I've also seen incorrect data when I then dipped a bit deeper. But what I think it's about getting data and trying to first understand it and then work on a concept. The second phase is the building phase. So here we see already in the development that you can use already AI planning tools when it comes to the planning of a hotel.
Okay.
Also in terms of the design process can already be supported by AI. Obviously the construction is still manual. I would say here we go more into modularization and standardization in order to come down with the construction costs that also went up. And I think then it's really making sure that the way you set up the operation, like for example, building management systems with an AI tool to reduce energy consumption. That, for example, is important when you develop hotels. Lobbies are getting smaller. We don't need that big reception counters anymore because of mobile check-in. Yeah. So I think it's space efficiency and having then AI tools that reduce your cost structures within the operation.
Okay. And how appreciated are those remodeled spaces or smaller spaces but digitalized processes? How ready are the customers for that?
They're ready. They're looking for it.
They're looking for it? Okay.
I mean, when you travel with your grandparents, you might still have the challenges. But if I look at my daughter, they are mobile.
They are mobile, yes.
And it is expected that they have screens where they can look things up. They get quickly information when they're looking for something, they just Google it, or search engine it. So I think we are ready. I mean, we are traveling with QR codes when we fly, when we go by plane. So why shouldn't we be ready to stay in a hotel with a QR code?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Yet you said the human touch is important.
Yes.
Is there a difference between market segments? In the sense, if you have a more luxury experience, you expect more human touch, or is there a sweet spot somewhere? What would be your take on that?
I think also here it depends a bit what is your why are you traveling? Is it a business trip? If you're traveling on business, you don't want a lot of interaction with the front office. You want to go quickly to your room, but you want all the conveniences in the luxury segment. And obviously get things done quickly if there's something that needs to be done. When you're a family, I mean, you need support. Yeah, you're looking for, because your kids are running around the hotel. You need entertainment for them. You need a good kids club. You have more questions when you arrive. You need a good concierge, but you also don't want to spend time a lot when you're at the front desk. Yeah? You want to check in. You want to get quickly to the room, and in I think in the economy segment or select service segment, people are not, or they're not used to get all these additional services anyway. And also they are reducing, and you just want to have, you come into the hotel, usually there's no restaurant, so you just want to have a quick check-in, quick checkout, and also some information support. This could be done with a dashboard, looking for the next restaurants, or you have a host in the hotel, like a concierge that supports it.
Definitely. Now, when we look at the future of tourism, and we are educating future tourism managers, employees that will be working in the industry. So when you look at the next generation of employees, what do they need? What would be your wish as an employer young people are capable of?
They need to be agile. I think we live in an environment where we sometimes don't know what's happening in 2 weeks. Yeah. Not only because of geopolitical crisis, but it's also AI. Yeah, we don't know how it will change our lives within the next 12 months. But I think you need to be eager to learn, and you need to be agile. You need to adapt quickly. And I think the other thing, which never changed, you need passion. Yeah. So the hotel industry, if you're passionate about it, you will love it. Yeah. And it doesn't matter how many hours you work. If you have the passion for the industry and
some genuine curiosity to learn,
and I think
improve,
that will
go the extra mile.
So I think these are the two ingredients somebody should have in order to go into our industry.
Yeah, definitely. Do you think it's a good time to study tourism now?
Yes. I did mention that we are under cost pressure, but tourism is happening. I mean, you see it, we had record year in Vienna. So people are traveling, not only for leisure, but also for business. And after Corona, we were all afraid that 30% of the business travelers will not travel anymore, which is not correct. So that was the good thing. Even out of that, big events started. We had concerts. We had 10 concerts of Adele, in one city, which gave a big boost to a lot of cities, not only Vienna, to Warsaw, to Munich, so or Taylor Swift. So I think tourism has a very good perspective for the future. We just need to, as hotel owners and developers, need to get back to a profitable business model, so the transaction market starts again. But I think also compared to offices, I mean, we see that hotels as one tenant are a good investment, So that's why I also believe that the tourism and the hotel as such will always find financing versus what we see currently, office buildings, So I think it's an industry that we will see grow also in the next few decades.
So we definitely should study tourism.
Yes.
It's the fun industry. It's actually,
I would do it again. If I would
it's
start
actually where you
over.
want to be. Definitely. If I would make you complete a sentence, can you complete the following sentence for me? The future of hospitality will be shaped by
AI.
By AI.
And the people.
And the people. I agree. Thank you for the conversation. It was very interesting and insightful to hear your take on AI and hospitality, since you're at the forefront of developing properties. Thanks.
You're welcome.